Welcome to Convinced and Confident. I'm Tamara Bluedorn, an RN, trainer, and an entrepreneur. My co host is Sarah Gilmore. She's an entrepreneur for over 34 years. We are glad you joined us today and hope you see the value in our topic of the power of habit.
Tamara, I have a quote today on habits, and I know people have heard it before. It says, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. This is by Gandhi. Isn't that an interesting thought? For
Absolutely.
today's thought, for the power of habit.
Yes.
Actually, we all talk about our habits.
Okay.
What actually is a habit?
Well, when I think about a habit, I'm thinking it's my pattern or the routine that I do daily, regularly, or I'm doing something without even thinking about it.
Like what? Getting when we get up in the morning, the first thing we do is
Some people pray, some people turn on some soothing music or something to
okay,
get them pumped up before the morning to go.
okay,
Um, then go cook breakfast. It's whatever their routine is.
right. Brush your teeth,
Yes.
wash your face, take a shower. All those kinds of things become habits. How, I wonder, have these habits been formed? That's what I found very interesting. Do you know?
Do you think initially we thought about it, how we wanted our day or life to go? And initially, no,
No, I don't
no,
think so.
no.
Right. Somebody else might have helped us with that to begin with. Think about it.
Absolutely. That's what I'm thinking.
Our parents,
Yes.
they had habits, and these habits were passed on to us. We did whatever they did basically in the morning subconsciously. We didn't even think about it. We didn't
Okay.
have to think about it at all. And what psychologists claim, once we start forming our own habits, I guess I should say, they say first there's a trigger, then there's the habit or the action, and then there's a reward. Think about it. When you brush your teeth, what's the,
Your teeth are clean.
your teeth feel
Feel great.
great,
Hmm.
especially with that good old toothpaste that we use. That's the reward for it. First, there's a trigger. What's the trigger? Hmm, my mouth feels funny
Yes.
early in the morning. Second, there's the habit. We brush them. Then third, there's the reward. I know I have one of those habits. I love eating anything sweet. I know it's not the best thing in the world for me, but I get the best feeling once I eat a good old soft batch cookie or something sweet like that. I get the best feeling. So the reward for me is the thing that keeps me going. Or do you feel the same way?
I've never thought about it in that manner, but yes, it has to be the reward.
Okay.
I think about me with working out.
Okay. That's a good one. That's a very
My
good one.
reward has always been because previous in my 20s, early 30s, I would work out off and on, and
Mm-hmm.
eventually it became an habit that I do it. But what how it became a habit is I always remembered how I felt
Right.
afterwards.
That's exactly the thing that you say to me is, boy, I feel good once
Yes,
I
I feel
finish
like I can conquer the
exercise.
world. I can do anything. I have so much energy. I'm elated. Everything once I work out. So that now is my habit that I have to work out.
And you have to have that reward, or the thing doesn't become, or the action doesn't become a habit, does it?
No, it doesn't. So how do you think habits affect your personal success?
Mm, they can really affect our success, especially if it's what we call a bad habit. And so many of us have bad habits: smoking, oversleeping. Oh my goodness, so many people. They tell us we need 6 to 8 hours of rest or sleep each night, but so many people just sleep away their lives. I used to have this friend that would say to me all the time, such and such sleeps too much. She's really going to enjoy being dead because she slept all the time. Look at the opportunities you miss because you're sleeping
Wow.
all the time. That's a bad habit.
So do you think that habits Are we a servant to the habit?
Yes.
Okay.
We become servants to that
Okay.
habit. And what we need to do is somehow figure out how to break it. But you know what the first step is, though?
I'm listening.
We have to recognize what our habit is. I can quickly recognize the bad habit in you.
Absolutely.
But you know what happens? What we normally do? We don't recognize the bad habit or the negative habit in ourselves. Easier said than done, isn't it?
Absolutely. But I think one way to figure that out first, people have to be honest with themselves.
Yes.
I find people are not honest with who they are
Yes.
and where they are.
And as
And then that, if you take an honest inventory, is the word
that's a good
of
word.
that, and notice your progress in whatever
Good
you're
one.
trying to accomplish, whether it's working out for better health or a job, career,
Good
whatever,
one. Good one.
you will see what your habit serving you well.
Exactly. And that's why I talked about naming a few of the habits to just jog our listeners' memories so that they will at least slightly kind of recognize, oh, one major habit is negative self-talk. Oh, I'm not as good as the next person. I can't do it. I'm just not good at anything. This is not for me. I'm no good at that. We do that one so often that is frightening. You need to change that habit. A second one, we won't start anything, a new business, read a new book, change anything positive until it's reaching perfection. No, 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 no. I got to do this before I do that. That does not make sense. We're never going to be perfect. Start the change as quickly as you can to form the new habit.
It also, the bad habits stop any progress you're making.
Exactly.
And I was thinking, anybody that's successful with anything they're trying to accomplish, they always replace the bad habits
Exactly.
with the good habits that would reach their goal.
That's exactly
or
what
target.
That's exactly what we need to do. I don't necessarily say try to get rid of that old habit, but replace the bad habit. And this is what you're saying. Replace the bad habit with a good habit. How do I do that though, Tamara? Tell me how to do that.
First, I believe you have to know exactly what you want.
Exactly.
And it has to be measurable. It can't be, oh, let's see, what do I want to say? What's a good example?
I want to be a size 12. Right now I'm a size 16.
Okay.
I want to be a size 12. So overnight that's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
And what some people do is exercise, diet like crazy, but it's those fat diets for 3 months. Well, I'm still not a size 12.
Or you might get to a size 12, but as soon as you stop whatever you were doing because it's not a lifestyle,
That's right.
You didn't truly replace it with good habits and it stuck with you.
That's exactly right.
You do the yo-yo.
That's exactly right.
Yeah, you do the yo-yo. So you have to make a decision, make sure it's measurable, and get the mindset correct.
Mindset correct. Another thing you have to look at, how much time will it take for me to replace my bad habit, my old bad habit, with the new positive habit? Some people say, oh, 21 days. That's not true.
I don't know if that's true.
That's not true. It can take up to almost a year, is the studies or the information that I've seen.
Okay.
It can take almost a year. It depends on us.
The person.
Think about a person who has an addiction, like smoking.
Yes. And I would say, yeah, go ahead with the smoking.
Yeah, like smoking. I have been around people in my family who over and over and over have tried to stop smoking. They've done everything. They've tried the patch. They've done this. They've done that. And every time it seems, once a certain length of time passes, they go right back to the bad habit, as we call it. Yes. Again, it is not easy.
No, and I would take exercise because I am a part of the exercise industry.
Right.
What I see, I'll just take me as an example.
Okay.
I think I make a decision most days to do exercise or to eat properly, whatever my lifestyle eating habit is. Now, I would say, and I'm going to use me as an example.
Okay.
I haven't been able to work out as regularly because of some surgery, but
okay,
during that time and during the holidays, I got off of my eating.
Yes.
Just saying, I'll taste a little bit of this. I haven't
Yes.
had that in forever.
And what happens once
Oh,
you
let me
start?
taste a little bit of that. Oh my goodness, that's so delicious. The taste buds start remembering what it all
Exactly.
feels like, tastes like, or whatever. And then I'm stuffed for a minute. And I'm like, and I can't even eat a lot in one setting, but
No.
it's so delicious. But what I started quickly seeing, the bad habit wants to come back
Comes
in
right back.
just that fast.
Exactly.
So I had to say, up, we're
Stop.
not getting ready to do this.
Stop.
Get back on the way you normally, because so it quickly can go
Right.
out of control. And I'm a person that can control,
Yes,
or
you-
learned how to control what I
Yes.
eat and everything.
So actually, what you're saying is, don't try to eat the whole hog. Do a little bit at the time. You
Absolutely.
said most days I exercise and eat right.
Most
You
days.
didn't say 7 days a week,
Yeah.
24
Yeah.
hours a day, or when you eat.
Yes.
Most days. That's the key. Do a little bit at the time. And that makes all the difference. We don't feel so quickly that we're defeated if we drop out or stop.
And
If
that
you
would be
do a little
step.
bit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
would be a step. Figuring out what steps, what actions are going to help you, but don't do it all at once. Take a
You're
little bit
right.
at a time, because it gets so overwhelming. We all decide all of a sudden, I want to lose this
I'm gonna lose
weight, or I'm going
weight.
to do this or
Going
that,
to the
and I
gym.
just jump in. I've done that before.
We've all-
I've jumped in
Yes.
stuff, and then it's like, oh God, it's too much. I've done too
We've-
much, and then you want to back out, and you just stop.
Right. We've all been guilty of
Yes.
that. Another thing you could do to change the bad habit, or rather, I should say, to replace the bad habit with the good habit, you can change your environment.
Oh yes.
Change your
That's a
environment.
good
We
one,
were
yes.
talking about the eating. Well, if cookies are not in my house at 10 o'clock at night, I'm probably not going to eat cookies. But if they're there, it's going to be difficult for me to resist them. That's just, again, that's a little thing, but I can change my environment. Instead of the cookie, why not have an apple? I've done that before and it works. Instead of eating the cookie, I've replaced them with apples, and I will eat the apple, and it makes all the difference in the world.
And so, if I want to start a business,
Yes.
or
Yes.
change a career, or move up in my career, I need to be around the people or around the environment
Yes.
that will help push me or give me the information so that I can make that achievement.
That's right. If you can't be around the people, you can go on the internet and find
Oh,
people.
absolutely.
You can find so many things that will help you with that business idea and help you to develop that business idea now. Another thing that will help you to replace the old bad habit with the good habit, positive self-talk.
Oh, yes.
I can do this. I know exactly what to do. Those kinds of things will help you.
And people should be careful about what they're intaking.
Oh,
because
very good.
I would think, especially in this day and age of social media, people are constantly comparing themselves.
Yes.
Quit worrying about the people on social media.
Very good. Very
All
good.
of it isn't real.
It's not.
It's
real.
what people want. A lot of it is what people want you to think it
Yes,
is.
about them.
We all have peaks and valleys, things going on, and oftentimes people think someone else's life is perfect
So
because
much
it
better.
looks picture perfect on those pictures, the videos.
That's good.
But I guarantee you, they're having some struggles somewhere, or they've had to
Yes.
overcome some struggles. And once they overcome that struggle, yes, you're riding along, doing great.
Yep.
But life always throws something else at you. Now,
There's
they
another.
might not tell you, they might not post what's going on at the time, and they don't
Right.
have to. That's their business, their personal business. But everybody has
Very good.
struggles. It's not
Everyone does.
always perfect.
Very good. I have read before that overnight success that you see took 10 years to
Oh,
develop.
absolutely.
It never, ever comes. That's only a fluke
Yes.
to have an overnight success. And when you really think about life, we live real lives. We're not TV shows that have been developed to always have the positive every day. So we have to work on ourselves. That's where that positive self-talk comes in. And when
Have
you're
to.
following people on the internet or YouTube or whatever, look for that which is positive. Look for that you can connect with. Don't
Absolutely.
do the opposite of that. Think about your own life and look for those people and those things that will help you. This is a good habit that you might want to form because it'll help you improve your life and help you get closer to success.
Absolutely. So choose what's positive about whomever you're following, those things you see in them that may help you. get you along your way. It might be a
Exactly.
few things from this person, a few things from that person, or this one person you really love what they're doing and you follow it. That is
Exactly.
fine. But just know, pick the positive things. No one's perfect. Everybody has things going on, so no person is going to be perfect. But remember to keep talking to yourself positively
That
because
makes
you can do it.
you can do it. And that makes all the difference in the world.
Then they must implement whatever
Very
the
good.
positive changes you want.
Very
Remember the
good.
action we spoke about previously in one of our episodes. You have to take the right positive action to make a difference in your life, to move you forward. The right positive habit. Please implement that.
Very good. So many times we'll have the information, but we, for some reason, that's the last step that we need to take, and that's the very thing that holds us back. We don't implement or take the step or do the thing that we need to do to develop that right habit, so that we can achieve whatever goal we were working on. Tamara, what do you think? As a result of our discussion of habits, what do you think?
I think people should take the steps of identifying what's in your life that you want.
Very good.
What is the positive habits that you can implement? Start slowly.
Start
Don't just
slowly.
jump in and then you get scared or it's overwhelming to
That's
you.
right.
Start slowly, then find and figure out which of those little habits you can go ahead and implement daily so it can start becoming a habit,
Okay.
a positive habit for you. And
Okay.
once you start seeing little changes, your feel good reward. Remember, you talked about the
Yes,
reward.
you've got to have that reward.
You'll start getting the rewards and you say, oh,
I
this
got
is
it.
nice.
Yes.
I like this.
Yes.
Maybe if I implement this next thing here
Right.
that I've learned about
Right.
with it, what will happen with all of it? Eventually,
You'll get there.
snowball. Is that what we
That's
discussed
exactly
before?
what it is. It's a snowball
A
effect.
snowball effect happens, and next thing you know, in 6 months to a year, you'll be much further than you ever dreamed of.
That's exactly right. Remember again, habits become our destiny.
That's our show today. We've enjoyed you. I hope you have enjoyed it. Please subscribe to us on our Apple Podcast, Google Play, or YouTube. Thank you for joining us.